Hi everyone, welcome to a weekend reading vlog. This is where I'm going to get so confused because I'm actually doing 3 vlogs at the same time. So editing's going to be fun. But anyway, I hope you're all good. It is about 6:15 on Friday night and I'm going to continue with Book of Night by Holly Black. I've got less than 100 pages to go. I'm not loving it, but you know what? I'm not hating it and I'm too invested now. I need to find out what happens, so I shall be continuing. I'm not too sure yet why it has received so much criticism. My only, I suppose, point would be I believe it's an adult book, but it is written like YA, but it's written like YA, but the content is adult. So I don't know. Once I've read it, I'm going to look at the negative feedback and see if I can actually understand anyone's points. Maybe it's me, but I'm enjoying it at the moment anyway. So I'm going to cozy up with this. I have Duke on my lap. I've just noticed that Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin has put a massive book haul video up, 258 books it looks like. So I'm going to watch that as well and I'm going to have a cozy Friday night in.
How much they loved it, so I was essentially intrigued by it. And this is signed, it's just one of the reasons why I picked it up, but also because of
I've just finished Book of Night. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I didn't particularly care for the ending. But I get why it ended the way that it did. For me, I suppose I was hoping for the all's happy and lovely and everything's amazing, which, to be honest, given the dark tone of the book, wasn't really realistic anyway, so I should have realised. But I mean, it was a fine book. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. I can't say I'd rush to read it again, but should there ever be a sequel, I probably would pick it up. So all I'll say is if you have a copy of it and at the moment you've been a bit put off due to some of the feedback you might have seen on BookTube, do still give it a go and, you know, try and make it past the 50-page mark, because obviously there's a lot of like world building and character building to get through before you get to the meaty bit of the story. But on the whole, it was pretty good. It's about 9:15 now, Friday evening, so I'm not sure I'm going to start another book. I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to chill. I'll have a think. I'll get back to you. I am going to start another book tonight because I'm a rebel. I'm going to start The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which is an Eclipse novella, and this is part of the Twilight series. So, oh bless Dukey, he's dreaming. Yeah, it's only really short. I think it's less than 200 pages, and I think if I just read a chapter or two tonight, and maybe try and finish this over the weekend, that'd be brilliant, because I'm aiming to work through the whole series this year. So, yeah, pick that up. Hopefully it should be pretty light, fluffy and chilled. And if I don't catch up with you later today, I will catch up with you tomorrow, and let's see how much reading we can do this weekend.
I have so many questions.
Hi, it's now Saturday morning, and I made a dent on this last night. I got about 50 pages in, and it's okay. You know, we joined Bree, who is a 15-year-old who's been turned into a vampire about 3 months ago. And so far, we're sort of just finding out where she sort of fits in the vampire gang that she's in, learning a little bit more about the gang itself, and that's really about as far as we've got. We know that there's something going down, which if you've read Eclipse, you know about all the other vampires in the other story. But obviously, Bree doesn't know that, so it's quite interesting to see it from the vampire perspective, I guess, from the naughty vampire perspective. So hopefully I will finish this today, or at least over the weekend, and start something else, but I'll catch up with you soon. So I've just finished The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, an Eclipse novella. I mean, okay, it was interesting seeing things from one of the bad vampires' point of view, I guess, and how they sort of ended up in the big fight. Was it necessary? Was it good? No, not particularly. It was just fine. But hey, I've read it now. So 2 more books, including Midnight Sun within that. And then I'd have read the whole Twilight series. But now I'm going to decide what to read for the rest of the afternoon. I have a few options. First of these is The Kiss by Santa Montefiore, and this is really only small. It's only about 115 pages, and just says one family holiday will change everything. So that could be a nice short read this afternoon. I also got from the library The Strange Worlds Travel Agency, which looks like a really fun middle grade, and it says where every suitcase transports you to a different world, all you have to do is step inside. That sounds really cool. So that's a definite possibility. I am 1 chapter into Skandar and the Unicorn Thief, but I'm not going to talk much about it because I'm actually reading this for a separate vlog. So, oh yeah, I'm not going to go into details, but it would be really good to get a bit further with this. So I might sit and read a few chapters of that as well tonight. On my Kindle, actually, I read part of a book that I got from NetGalley, and it's The Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Roberts. Now, I know this author has written like the smutty Disney books like Desperate Measures, and then there's like Neon Gods and that, which is like a Greek retellings series, but that's smutty as well. But when I requested The Court of the Vampire Queen, I just thought it's got vampires, it would be good for this time of year. I didn't read the full synopsis, and I mean it is just vampire smut. We are like orgasm after whoa, it is just constant. So I'm about 20% into that on my Kindle, but I like reading my Kindle sort of when I'm chilling upstairs in bed, and then I'd like to have like physical books on the go down here. So I don't know if I'll go back to that today, but yeah, I'm 20% into that, and it's just pure smut. It's great. But it just took me by surprise because I just thought it was just going to be a straightforward vampire book. I should have realised with the author that necessarily probably wasn't going to be the case. But anyway, it's good. So Duke and I are going to maybe go get some snacks, get settled, and I'm going to start reading something else. We've made a decision. We're going to start with A Kiss. Santa Montefiore is one of my favourite authors. Most of her books have been 4.5 or 5 out of 5. Forget Me Not Sonata is possibly my favourite book of all time. I have read that several times. So I'm intrigued by this one being a short story. However, the last 2 books, I believe, of hers that I read, I think it was the last 2, I really didn't like and I had a problem with. And it's actually now been quite a few months since I picked up one of her books because the last one really bothered me. But I want to get over that because on the whole, I have absolutely loved her books. So we're going to go for this one. And it says, sometimes your biggest mistake can also be a blessing. Madison has always known she had a different father from her siblings, but it wasn't until she turned 18 that she learned his name, Robert, and now she wants to meet the man who shares her fair hair and blue eyes. Robert is a very lucky man. A big house, beautiful wife, 3 handsome sons. 18 years ago he made a mistake, a brief fling that resulted in a daughter nobody knows about. Robert must finally tell his family the truth. Will they ever be able to forgive him and accept Madison as one of their own? We shall see. So I put Spirited Away on because somebody likes watching cartoons and anime. However, somebody's a little bit sleepy. I'm 3 chapters in. I'm enjoying it so far. Madison has just met her real dad, Robert. They seem to have hit it off, so I'm intrigued to see what happens next. I am intrigued by the title though, because I'm wondering who's going to end up kissing who, but we shall see. So I've just finished it, and it was fine. It was actually pretty good. I think maybe a 3.5 to 4 out of 5. I was really worried. I thought she was going to go this way with it, and I was like, no, please don't do that. Don't make the people out to be like those people that do this. And she didn't, and it was nice, and it was sweet, heartwarming, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm going to stop, I'm going to have dinner, have a think about what to do next, and catch you later. So it's dinner time. Remember how somebody was fast asleep a little while ago? And I think these are the key item in question. Hello. So it's 9:15 and I got hooked in Skandar and Unicorn Thief, and I'm now about 30% of the way through. It's actually really good. Yeah, unicorns aren't the cute, cuddly, sweet, adorable things that we imagine they are in this book, and it's getting really interesting. So yeah, I haven't been able to put it down for the last hour or two, so all good. However, I'm now getting tired, so I think I'm going to stop reading for the night, probably chill out a little bit. Hopefully I will get some reading done in the morning. Whether I go back to this or I start a new book, I don't know yet, but I shall speak to you in the morning. So I'm going to round the vlog off now. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm just going to sit down and read for an hour or so while Dean and his son are on the way back. I'm not going to be able to vlog obviously a lot over the next few days because we have got little man. It is half term. And also I want to continue and finish Skandar and Unicorn Thief, which I'm reading for another vlog. So I don't want to spoil it and talk about it in this one if I read a lot more of this afternoon. However, the next book that I'm planning on reading, just to give you a heads up, is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, which has been on my sort of spooky season TBR now, and I'd like to think I can pick it up over the next week. So I will catch up with you as soon as I possibly can. I hope you all have an awesome week. And yeah, if you reach the end of the video, leave me an emoji of your choice, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.